Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, everyone. Well, it's morning for me. It's only roughly 10:03 or so my time. I'm in the mountain time zone. So good evening, good afternoon, good night, wherever you are in the world. So today is another restream effort, right? So I'm streaming on YouTube, Twitch, and Mixer at the same time using Restream. And I think I figured out how to get the chats from like YouTube to show up in Twitch and the chats from Twitch to show up in YouTube. Shirley Dev, good evening from the UK. It's 5:04 p.m. their time, so 17:04. Awesome. Barely afternoon for AGR. John Peter, what is today's stream? You know what? Today's stream, I think I'm going to kind of wrap up on Blazor. And I just kind of want to figure out state management, right? How do we manage state in a Blazor application? And I think that's what we're going to do today. And then I think next month, my next stream, let me look at the calendar here. So my next stream will be on the 3rd, and I think I'm going to start a Prism for WPF Outlook application. And we'll just start working through that from file new to completion to whenever we feel like we've covered the complex stuff, right? So I think I'll start that series next week. And then I might even go to streaming twice a week next week. Maybe a Tuesday, Friday combo. I don't know. It depends on my work schedule. So John Peter says, I see Twitch and YouTube. Awesome. That's great. And I see that John is coming from YouTube. State in a stateless world. Yeah, exactly. How do we manage state in a stateless world? John Peter, I like Prism. Thank you very much. I like Prism too. So I think I'm going to start a little mini Prism for WPF Outlook series. We'll build Microsoft Outlook using Prism and some custom controls and custom region adapters, and we'll get into custom region behaviors and navigation, just all this stuff, right? Dialogues, scoped regions, all the like hard stuff that you would run into a production application. I think that would be a good like long-term series. I might be able to knock that out in like 4 episodes. Well, maybe I could drag it out a little bit. I guess it depends on how far we get. But another cool thing, school has started. I'm so excited for that. Because, you hear that? I don't hear it. I don't hear kids bickering, yelling, screaming, chasing the dog, watching TV or whatever in the background. I'm so glad school started. C# Fritz. Hey, Fritz. Yes, I rated, and it was amazing. It was amazing, but you rated just a little early, my friend. I was just starting. Like, I had my little starting soon screen up. But thank you very much for the raid. I think it's only the second time I've ever been raided, so I didn't know, like, what the heck's going on. It was like, it took me a moment to realize that was a raid. I'm like, what? I don't understand what's going on. But, yeah. So today, I thought we would wrap up Blazor, right? This little learning series that we have going on. And I figured we just learn how to mess with state. Like, how do we handle state in a Blazor application? Shirley Dev, I can comment here too. Yes, Shirley Dev, I see your comments coming through. I see everyone's comments coming through. And actually, Shirley Dev, you should see Twitch comments coming in also. Right? So everyone should be connected now, like one big happy community. And actually, so right now, the screen you see just has my big head on it. I think I'm going to redesign this screen you see to like maybe show initial comments, have something like, I don't know. You probably don't want to just stare at my big face while I talk. So I need to get creative. I've been looking at like other streamers. I see what Fritz does. He's got some nice designs, some cool elements. So I'm going to do a little research and I'm going to see if I could just kind of make this screen a little more interesting and just not my big face, right? Anyways, let's go ahead and get into some code, shall we? So let me just switch over to my desktop here. And this is the same Blazor app we've been playing in this entire time, right? Nothing much has changed. However, I noticed something, so I'm just going to start this. You know, after the last stream we did, I noticed something right after I ended it. And it got me thinking about state. So let me just spin this up so I can demonstrate what I noticed and what kind of prompted today's topic. Shirley, that's awesome, but don't call you Shirley. President not sure one. Okay, so where's my... Here we go. Drag this over here. Yeah, I need to get some type of... I don't know, how do you guys feel about like having the little comments showing up like on the screen somewhere? Like my idea was, you know what, I'm going to keep the screen simple because I want to focus on all the code. I don't want all the background and all these tickers and all this movement. I really wanted the focus to be on the code, so I maximize my screen area for the code. I mean, at one point, I actually thought about hiding my face so you could just see everything. AGR, more room for code is always preferred. Gotcha. You know what? So I'm gonna keep this screen design just the way it is, just like this. But that like the intro screen where I'm just kind of talking, the big head screen, right? I'll probably change that one. Hector HSC, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Okay, so let me show you what I noticed the other day. So I was here, I was clicking around. You know what? I bet you heard that. I need to close my email or you'll never hear the end of those notifications. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, so, you know, we were clicking around, playing with Event Aggregator, doing all this great stuff. Latjor, thank you very much. Thank you for the follow. And so as I was counting, I noticed something like I hit refresh and then my count went to 0. I'm like, whoa, ho, ho, ho. Well, that kind of sucks. Like, how do I fix that? Right? We don't want that to go to, just because I hit refresh doesn't mean I should lose all the state on my view, right? So I was really hoping we could figure out a way to solve that today. So right before this stream, let me open up another browser here. Hey, where'd you go? Oh, wrong monitor. Right before I did the old, you know, getting started with Blazor search. Raul Bastian, hello there. Welcome from YouTube. Thanks for joining. We're going to be talking a little bit about Blazor state management today. All right, so, you know, when I saw that problem, I'm like, crap, let me just look real quick. And then I ran into the state management topic in the help documents. And so I thought we would go through this and see if this will fix that problem of like when I'm refreshing and I lose all my state. Smab UK, which version of Blazor are you on? I forget. I think I'm on 8. Preview 8, right? Didn't we upgrade to 8 or is that 7? You know, I don't even know. I don't even know which one we're on. I'm sure we can find out though. Let's go. Let me open up a command prompt. And let's go .net -- version. Oh, not .not. Preview 7. I am on preview 7. But is it 8? Is it 8 out now? Didn't 8 just come out? I'll tell you what, man. Blazor is moving at a crazy speed. I can't even keep it installed and updated. It's ridiculous. So yeah. 8 has been out for ages. Oh yeah, what? 3 days? That's about ages in today's tech world. Maybe I will upgrade to 8 after this. I mean, we could risk it and just do it right now. But I don't want to break anything, so let's not do that. So let's get back to the ASP.NET Core state management. Okay, here we go. I'm back. I'm focused. All right, so when I refreshed that page, I lost all my state, and I don't want to do that. So I started looking in here, and it said, you know, examples of state held for user circuit include rendered UI, values of any fields, and data held in a dependency injection service. And we're using all that, right? Especially the service here, we're using that. So how do we keep that state and not lose it? I didn't really understand what this whole circuit thing was, right? So if a user experiences a temporary network loss, attempts to reconnect, yep, original circuit. So I'm assuming the circuit means the connection. The original signal R connection to the server is, I think, what the circuit is. That's what I'm getting from this. Reconnecting the user to the original circuit in the server's memory isn't always possible. Yep, can't retain a disconnected circuit forever. Multi-server load balancing deployment environments. Ooh, yeah, I didn't even consider that. Yeah, your load balancing. Or the user might close and reopen their browser or reload the page. Yes, I reloaded the page, which did, in fact, remove any state held in the browser's memory. Okay. So how do we preserve state? Yeah, we get it. Preserve state. Data persist. So multi-step web. Okay, I got it. Blah, 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 blah. Show me the code. Where to persist state. Okay, we're getting closer. In the server side of the database, heck no. I'm not storing state in a database. That's ridiculous. URL. So I guess that's using like query parameters, right? Yeah, we saw how to do that in the last session, in the last little stream we did. We saw how we could read those. And client side in the browser. I would prefer to just simple stuff like that. It's not security, high risk. You know what? If I can store it client side, I'll store it client side. So I'm going to skip the server side. I don't care about URL. Let's go client side in the browser. This is what we care about right here. So it looks like they have a local storage and session storage collections. Man, I can't even talk. Maybe I need to wet my whistle. So Smab UK says preview 8's been up for 3 weeks. Okay, that is ages. That's a long freaking time. I probably should have updated by now, but I've been busy. What can I say? I'm busy. I'm a busy guy. Doing lots of things. You know what? I'm still like super behind on my WPF to Angular series on my YouTube channel. Like I still have 2 more videos to record and I'm like 2 weeks behind. So much to do, so little time. Okay, so I'm reading here. This says the client side refers to client side scenarios on the browser, not the Blazor client side hosting model. Okay, so they're clarifying this local session storage client side in the browser. This is not the client side hosting model. Remember when I first started talking about Blazor, I created a client side application, figured, debugging didn't work. You had to go through the browser for that. It was much more complicated. And we just decided, you know what, let's go to the server. And so far things have been so much easier on the server side. So that's what it's talking about. It's not the client-side hosting model. Got it. I understand. Okay, local storage and session storage. So local storage is scoped to the user's browser. If the user reloads the page or closes and reopens, the state persists. Okay, this looks good for what I'm trying to do. If the user opens multiple browser tabs, the state is shared across... Oh, okay. Session storage is scoped to the user's browser tab. If the user reloads the tab, the state persists. If the user closes the tab or the browser, state is lost. If the user opens multiple browser tabs, each tab has its own independent version of the data. Okay, so I get this. K-Dog, hey, Carl, man, thanks for joining. When you upgrade to Preview 8, you get new templates. Ooh. Well, I will have to check those out. Thanks for the tip. new templates. Hopefully, easier templates, things that make things easier for you. Carl's working from home today. Sweet. You'll have to tell us about the new job and how that's going, man. You working on some cool stuff? Okay, so sessionStorage is safer to use. Okay, so yeah, I think sessionStorage is what we care about in this specific scenario, because what I care about is when I refresh the page, I keep that state. I'm not necessarily concerned about like opening another tab and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I think we're going to focus on sessionStorage today. K-Dog, got my new 150 megabit service. Awesome. Makes all the difference. I'm running 300 megabits for my internet. And see, I was going to get a gigabit. However, so I signed up, I paid, right? It's like $160 or something crazy like that for gigabit. I'm like, totally going to be worth it. But I was only getting like 400 to 600 out of that. I'm like, hold on. I'm paying for a gig, and I'm paying a lot for a gig. I want a gig. If I'm not getting a gig, I'm going to go down to the smaller package and get what I can get. And so I'm at 300 megabits now. I've been using that for a while. Okay. So let's go. Generally, okay, yep, we said that safer. Bugs and storage across tabs, yep, okay. Local storage is a better choice. The app must persist state across closing and reopening the browser. That's good to know. So if you're writing an app and you want to save something that when they close the browser and they come back, it's going to be there if it's days later or whatever. That would probably be what you want. But we're going to do sessionStorage. Okay, so how do we do this? We are going to use a third-party browser storage solution. Why would I use a third-party browser? Okay, because... Got it. Oh, but it's a Microsoft.ASP.NET Core protected browser storage package. And, oh, of course, they put a warning here. It's an unsupported experimental package unsuitable for production use at this time. Which is Blazor in general, right? Microsoft already told us not to write production apps in Blazor, but I know plenty of people writing production apps in Blazor. So, yeah, we'll go ahead and use this. SMAB UK 300. That's about 40 times my actual. Yeah, 300. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's so good, in fact, I actually cut the cord. Right? And what I mean by that is I no longer have like satellite TV or cable TV, none of that stuff. I'm like, you know what? I pay so much money. I was paying $140 for satellite TV, and I watched like 5 channels, maybe an hour a day. And that's at lunchtime when I'm eating and I need some background noise. All right. So it's just not worth it. So I started to stream my channels. Right now, I am test driving YouTube TV. Works pretty good. It's only $50. Sling, I'm going to try that next. And Hulu Live TV. Like, there's a lot of different options out there. And I'm just going to try them all and see which one I like best. But I really don't watch a ton of TV. I have Netflix. I have Prime Video, right? So those kind of fit my entertainment needs. Yeah. So... John Peter, he says, background noise comes to the stream. Yeah, well, I don't have the TV on while I stream. It's just like when I have lunch, right? And I'm just, my wife comes home for lunch, and we just have lunch together. And so, AGR, Microsoft, don't write production application in preview technology. Microsoft, use our preview and give us feedback. Ah, yeah, isn't that right? Yeah, John Peter, it's on 8 now. Yes, it's on 8. I will need to update eventually. However, this is my last stream on Blazor, so let's I'm gonna do Prism next. So this is gonna be it. Oh, John Beans for us. Yes, for you guys, 8 upgrade. For me, I'm not gonna bother. Okay, so let's see how we do this. So we need to add a NuGet package to this. Okay. Okay, let's start. Let's start by doing that. Actually, can I have my instructions? Nope, nope. Can I have my instruction? Get the edge. Where's my edge? Come on. There we go. Hey, I didn't do it. I'm trying to do that little trick where... There we go. Okay, I will minimize this. Get that out of the way. Okay. So, let's go ahead and right click. And we're going to add a NuGet package. And we're going to add one to the Microsoft ASP.NET Core. Yeah. Jobu, window plus arrow. Window plus arrow. That's probably easier than trying to click and drag around, isn't it? Okay, well, hold on. What is all this? Oh, come on. It won't resize. Dang it. I need protected. Maybe I... Oh, include pre-release. Why is that not there? Okay, back to docs. Why isn't this working? It says I need to add that. Hold on. Is this package still good? Let's click on it. Okay, but will only be available... Okay, yeah, we're good there. So it's valid. It looks like it's valid. It's on NuGet. I have include pre-release right there. ASP.NET Core. Okay, guys, am I missing something here? Am I missing something? I mean, I'm not going crazy, am I? Like... Okay. No, like for real, like I should be able to find that, right? Yeah, I'm gonna have to edit directly because it is not showing up. How annoying is that? But I don't even know what version. Oh yeah, I do know what version. Okay, let's just manually do it. So much for making it easy. Now, you know what? Yes. I was curious if the SDK style format. Okay, so we will copy that. We will grab the name of this. All right, and we'll replace that. Then what was the version we had over here? Right there. We'll grab that version. There. Okay, SMAB UK. I don't see it in the UI either. Yeah, see? It wasn't showing. All right. That should be good. We should be good. Let's go ahead and do a build and see if that comes in. Or we might just do this. Oh, package. Oh, we just copy that. Oh my gosh. Richmanian, you're a genius. I never even thought about just copying that. How ridiculous. That would have made it so much easier. All right, so tip. So I've never used that feature because I've never had to manually define a NuGet package. So I didn't even know these were here. Thank you for that tip. So if you're using the package manager, you can install here, but I didn't see these right here. I never knew these tabs existed. So for everyone else, I learned something new. Thank you for teaching me. That is a great tip. I've always relied on the UI, but the UI didn't work in this case. Okay, so next, what do we have to do? we have to, at the top level HTML, we need to add the script tag. So we'll copy that, and we'll go to pages host, right? And, nope, this one. And we'll probably add that in the head here somewhere. So I'll just, well, actually, you're supposed to put script files towards the end, right? Isn't that right? I think I remember reading that somewhere. I'm not a web expert by any means, but I'm pretty sure you're supposed to put these JavaScript things at the bottom of the page. I think. All right. Ridley Prime. Hey, quick question. Is Blazor easy to learn, pick up if you have no Yes! It's actually really simple. It's like extremely simple. So this may be the first time you're seeing me stream. However, I've done some past streams, and all I've really done, because I'm learning Blazor myself, and I have like minimal, very minimal web experience, but all I did was I went to the docs and I just started going through these topics. And they're actually pretty decent docs. I mean, it's got us this far, right? Yeah, I think it's really easy. So I think it's easier than like a JavaScript app or React. I mean, I briefly tried to look at React and it threw up in my mouth a little bit. Angular's not bad, but Angular's not bad because I come from WPF, and WPF is very similar to Angular, and Angular has a lot of CLI tools to make things easier to build. And so yeah, I like Angular because it's easy, but I really like Blazor because it's even closer. It's even closer to like WPF or C# or Silverlight. You guys remember Silverlight? Yeah, so it's like Silverlight, except instead of XAML, you're using HTML. So, what's that? Ender 3? Yes, we need details about you on your Twitch page. Who are you? Smab UK, I am a man of mystery. Oh, yeah. No, that's a... You know, I tried to look into that, but I couldn't figure out where to put it. Like, for example, here, let me show you. We'll take a side. I think... Hold on, let me go to Mixer. Like, Mixer made it really easy for me. Oh, man, I hope this doesn't bring my connection down. Come on. So if you scroll down... Yeah, I know I'm live. Hold on, mute this. I don't want to hear, like... Okay. See, I was able to... It was easy to put about me, who I am, stuff like that. But it's kind of a pain in the butt on Twitch, so I just kind of put it off to the side. I'll get to it, though. I will get to it after this stream. I will do that. Thank you. Thank you for that. I will do that. Okay, so we have added this to our script tag in the underscore host HTML. Now in the startup, we need to configure services to... Okay, so let's copy this. I think this is just a copy-paste job. So we'll go into startup. Hat and sandals guy. Same color as... Oh, edit panel is hard button to find. Yes, I can't find it. Like, where is that? Where's the freaking button? Same color as the background. Yeah, I couldn't find that thing. Love the username, by the way. Hat and sandals guy. I'm not a hat guy, but I'm definitely a sandals guy. So I lived in Hawaii forever. For like 4 years when I was in the Army. I lived in Hawaii. And ever since then, the only time I wear shoes is to the gym. Right. Yurno, thanks for the follow. Thanks for joining. So I just copied and pasted this add protected browser storage to our configure services. Oh, John Peter says the stream is down. I hope it's not down on Twitch. Hopefully that's just a YouTube thing. So we added the services.add protected browser storage, just like it said in the documentation. I will save that. Let's open our docs back up. Now save and load data within a component. Network unstable. I wonder if this is a restream IO issue because my CPU usage is only at 9.8%. And my kilobytes per second is about 4,700. So on my side, I'm looking pretty good. I'm hoping Restream isn't causing me problems here. Okay, I hope not. I'll have to watch the videos. Yeah, okay, comments coming in. AGR, Retchmania, Tim Blazor, Joe, it's choppy. Okay. Hopefully it clears up. I got all green on my side, guys. So Shirley Dev says the stream is fine on Twitch. So this must be a restream thing. Okay, I'll have to look into that. All right, so the choice depends on what store you're using. In this example, sessionStorage, and we want to use sessionStorage. So we can inject protected sessionStorage. Oh, we got a new follow. Sven, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. We may be having issues with their streams depending on where you're coming from. I think Twitch is good, but YouTube might be having an issue. HGR, no, it's a Twitch thing. Twitch just does this sometimes. Some people might be okay, some people might be done. And some people will get a lag or temporary down. Okay. John Peter says it's working on YouTube now, so it looks like we're back. Whatever it was, looks like I'm good. I hope. I really hope so. Okay. So we're going to use a protected sessionStorage. You know what? So I'm going to use this. I'm going to use this in the service. So hold on. This is what I need. Oh, AGR. AGR says he's getting an offline stream. Well, I'm still online. Okay, well, maybe it's just a Twitch thing. Okay. So we've added our add protected browser storage. Let's go back. We're done here. We're done there. And I want to go to my counter service. I want to use this in my service. Right? So theoretically, all I need to do is add one of these bad boys. Oh, gathering suggestions. There we go. Okay. We'll just call it storage. And let me add a field. Okay, this looks good. So now, AGR, I've been watching this platform for 6+ years. Same behavior, sometimes a few times a week. All right. Might be, yeah, hats and sandals guy. It might be Twitch being Twitch, not happy about Restream. Possibly. This is only my second stream with Restream. So I'll try it a few more times, and if I keep having issues, I'll just focus on Twitch only, you know. I don't know. It's hard. It's hard to pick a platform. Like, maybe YouTube, or maybe I'll try a different restreaming service. Something that's more stable, right? Maybe that. Okay, so we have our protected sessionStorage. Now, according to their documentation here, all I have to do... Oh, who was that? Neoashi. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. According to this, all I have to do is called set async. Right there. So let's copy this. Right after my increment count. This is all... Well, actually, I'm going to do storage. And we'll make this a async void. That's fine. Don't yell at me for having a void task-based thing. And we'll just copy that current count. Okay. So that's it. That's pretty self-explanatory. Now, what about reading it? Right? Okay, so I understand that. Now, we get async. Oh, well, it's easy. It's real easy. So I could probably do that in the CTOR here, right? No, I can't do that in the CTOR because you can't have an async constructor. Where would I do that? Very interesting. If you were me, where would you put this? So we can't put it in well, I guess I could actually. Well, see, I was trying to keep it in one spot. Yeah, I could make an async void. Let's do this. Jobu, yeah, I think that's the best approach. I think we should just do actually, it doesn't have to be public. Do an async void initialize, right? And then we do this. And this is our storage. Right? So then I can call initialize here. Yeah, that's what we're going to have to do. Because I'm thinking I want this to happen from the service. Because I want this self-contained, right? I want all the functionality of the service to kind of maintain itself. However, if this service is shared across many applications, like WPF, Xamarin Forms, then we wouldn't want to put it here. We couldn't put it here because this would not exist in those platforms, right? So let's just test this right quick, and then we'll move it. We'll see. Maybe there's a better place. But we're binding. Maybe it goes in the view model. Maybe we should have put this in the view model. But what if your view model is shared? Well, then you're gonna have to have a mechanism for. Think. I will think as this starts up. Maybe it does go in the component. I wonder if there's a... yeah, I don't think your CTOR should do any work outside of constructing your object graph. Yeah, you know what? I agree with you, AGR. I agree. I'm just curious. Is there a lifecycle hook in the page where I know it's being refreshed so I can store state off, right? Like I know the page is being destroyed for whatever reason. So if there's an uninitialized, I can set the property. And if there's like an on destroy or a destructible or like a disposable or something like that. Ah! What is this? What is this? Could not load type. Very interesting. Okay, so let's... You know what? I bet it can't load the type because it doesn't exist in state. What do you bet? I bet it try to read this. What happens if that's null? Like if this key doesn't exist? Is there like a if storage like contains? Is there like a contains? No, there's not a contains. Yeah, so I haven't set it. I think this API needs work because it should either not fail if it doesn't exist, or it should give me a way to check. Hold on, let's check this again. Storage. Nope. Delete. Nope. Get set. No, is there like an indexer maybe? No. So how would you check if this exists in state loaded? Jobu, maybe it has a default overload. Yeah, does it have a default overload? It has a string purpose and a key. I don't see a default overload. Yeah, I'm not seeing... I see a purpose and a key, but I do not see an overload for a default value. Okay, okay. Let's just try something. I'm just going to see if... Let's just set that. Right? Let's see what happens. Because if that's the case, we need to submit a feature request to at least check. Have an ability to say, hey, if storage.contains this key, then I can load it. Otherwise, I can skip that logic, set a default value, or, as Jobu said, add an override on get async to provide a default value if it doesn't exist. Something like that. Which I think I kind of like that better, actually. Be less code. I wouldn't have to write an if statement. But it is early preview. Remember that. So let's see if this works. Crossing fingers here. Oh, by the way, I just got news for my company that they ordered my new machine today from Digital Storm. My beast. My video production / streaming beast of a machine. But it's going to take like 20 days to make. And then however long it takes to ship here. So I'm looking at a good month. Could not load. No, it would not. That didn't work either. Could not load type. JSON serializer from assembly. Okay. Maybe this isn't good in here. Right? So let's get rid of this. We got to go somewhere else. This isn't working. Does it have to be in a component? That would really suck. Try preview 8. You're missing some dependency. Well, I hope I'm not missing a dependency because the NuGet package, where is it at? Right up here. Let's see what our dependencies are. It says no dependencies. No dependencies. So it should just work. Don't you have to inject it in the startup? Well, so in the startup, we've already added the services add protected browser storage. We did that. Totally did that. But this is not working. So, you know what? Let's go into our counter razor here. And I'm going to do exactly what it says. Do you have the JS created? Yes. So in the host here, we have that right here. We added the script right there. Right? So we have that. So that should have worked. So let's just, you know what, I'm going to, hold on. I'm just going to comment that out because I might come back to this. Let's not delete it. Let's just save it. And let's move this. And let's come into here. Don't do that. You know what? I wish I had control dot here. Instead, I have to use using Microsoft ASP.NET Core protected browser storage. I'll call it storage. All right, okay. override on can't even spell. On init. Oh, I'm on 7. I know they renamed this in 8, but I'm on 7. So we'll just we'll do that. Okay. So let's go back here. And let's just see what happens if we try to get. No, that's setting. Oh, I need to undo some more. Here we go. There we go. Yeah, okay, so I'm gonna do this. But I need our view model, which is view model dot current count. Oh. Counter service dot current count. And this is gonna be storage. Async. Okay, what's this saying? Did I make that read only? Oh, yep. Easy fix. Okay. What is this? No, I just changed that. Current count. Public. That's public. Got that. That's public. Okay. Let's just do this. Why isn't that working? Property or indexer? Maybe I need to do a build it real quick. I fixed that. That's not a private set anymore. Oh, wait a minute. I know. Duh. That's why. There we go. That should fix it. Okay. Yeah, I guess I don't need this anymore. So, are we good now? Let's build. I think I'm good now. So, which JSON serializer do you have installed? Newtonsoft? I don't have a JSON serializer installed, I don't think. It didn't tell me to. Yeah, see? I don't see any handling the loading state. Since browsers are synchronous, okay, there's always a period of time. Okay. Yeah, no, I don't have anything installed. I just figured it would just work. Because I'm following its directions. And nowhere did it say that I have to use that. Okay, so I'm just going to try this, and if it fails, we might have to upgrade to Preview 8. If it fails, we'll update to Preview 8. Shouldn't take but a second. I wonder if there's a command line to upgrade my my Blazor, or do I have to go through the whole installation like mess? Jobu, it's created. It's included in ASP.NET Core.app. Yeah, so we will see. Oh my gosh, did I? We'll find out. Let me look. I think I commented this out. Yes, okay, I commented that out, so I shouldn't bomb there. So maybe this will work? Oh my gosh, this is brutally slow. Good thing I have that mood music to keep us entertained. Nope, I got an error. Cannot load JSON serial from the out. Okay, so it's the same. It's the same issue. Same issue. So I might I might have to update to preview 8. Smell AGR. Hi there. Welcome. Okay, guys, let's do this. Let's update to preview 8. Let's go. I think it's under getting started. Should have a link to take me right to the installation. And I need to run that, so I'll copy that. And we'll just install this right quick. Preview 8. Right there. Oh, let's grab this first link. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Go back. Okay. We'll take the .NET Core installer for x64. We'll take that. Oh. SmabUK just provided a link for me. Maybe this will... This is just that first link. I think... Yeah, that's where we were. Cool, okay, so I'll run that. Let's install... Yep, just run. Do your thing. Do your thing. K-Dog, you may need to update Visual Studio. Oh my god, update Visual Studio. Oh, I think you're asking too much of me, my friend. That's risky right there. I try not to update immediately because there's always issues. I always like monitor Twitter and like just see what people are saying before I update. Smell AGR. When I created a new project in Visual Studio 2019 preview, the project is created, but it doesn't load. Yeah, see that? Jobu, use VS Code. You know what? I could use VS Code. But I love my right clicks, man. I love my file new. I hate this. I hate having to type text into a terminal window. I really dislike that. I'm more of a drag, drop, right clicky kind of guy. I've been spoiled with wonderful IDEs over the years. Okay, so that looks good. So we'll close that. Close that, and I'll just make sure I have the new. Where's my command prompt? We'll just get the new templates in there. Getting ready. Okay, we have updated. So let's relaunch Visual Studio. And let's see what happens, shall we? SmabUK says, Preview 8 is delivered with VS Preview instead now. Preferred method to keep up to date. Yeah, actually that's much better. You need to recreate your What? Recreate my project? I shouldn't have to recreate my project. Are you sure about that, Carl? That would be a horrible update story. Like, horrible. Maybe there's like a setting property somewhere. The targeting, like... Yeah, SmabUK says you need to make some code changes and install the new templates downloaded. Yeah, so we just installed the templates via command line. I do expect. Let me go to my counter.razor. This is no longer initialize async or init async. This is. Hold on, Visual Studio is not responding. I'm scared to touch anything. Oh, here we go. So that should be renamed. Here, let me just go under it. Override. Uninitialized. Look at that. Take that. Pop that in there. Got that. Okay. See, I didn't have to recreate my project. Hopefully, let's just build and see what happens. Okay. This is okay. That's all right. Let's start here. We know this. Actually, I'm gonna. Smab UK, you missed a. Yes, I did miss the async there. So let's grab that, and we will grab that on. This is just on initialized. Yep. Okay. That looks good. That looks pretty good. What else do we have here? We have namespace layouts. Are you missing assembly? Okay, where are we at? Okay, let's rebuild. Because I think maybe that wasn't related. No, that's a legit break there. Okay, let's come into imports. Does anyone know the breaking changes? Maybe that's not a thing anymore. Yeah, so layouts is not a thing. So can I just remove that then? If layouts is no longer a thing? Right? Cool. Okay, that's removed. Richmanian seems to be using preview 6. Oh, do not tell me protected browser storage is using preview 6. I hope it's not like a hard dependency. Like, it should still work. Right? Well, let's find out. We're going to run it. We're going to find out right now. Because that's going to blow. That's going to totally suck if that doesn't work. Come on, cross our fingers. Upgrading to 8 made it work. Upgrading to 8 made it work. Come on. Uh-oh. It's taking a long time. Normally when it takes a long time, there's an issue, right? And that means it's going to crash. AGR, did your company finally order that computer? Today. It's ordered as of today. I just got the email. They said verify these specs because we're going to order it. So today the order should go in. It should take about 20 days for them to build it, and then probably 7 to 10 business days to ship, I'm assuming. So I'm hoping I should have it in a month. That's what I'm hoping. And I mean, once I get that new machine, things should just be zip, zip, zip. Blink of an eye. However, yeah, that seems like a long time to wait. That is a long time to wait. But you know what? Waiting on this freaking Blazor app to run is a long time to wait too. I think it's going to be worth it. However, I will say I was reading some reviews on the company, and yeah, they were getting some not good reviews on their customer service side of things. So, okay. Blazor has a package for not session storage, though the same process should work. Yeah, this isn't working, guys. This is not working. This is not going well. So, let's try local storage. That's all we should have to do. Hopefully not Cyber Power PC. I've never heard of Cyber Power PC. Now, the reason I went with Digital Storm is because a good friend of mine, Carl Shiflett, he's on the stream right now, actually. He's K-Dog. He has a Digital Storm machine, and he stands by it 100% saying it's amazing. So he's a guy I trust and I respect. And if he says it's amazing, it's freaking amazing. And so that's why I went with Digital Storm. Solely on his recommendation. AGR, never heard of them. You know what? I never heard of them either, actually. Jobu, I think Preview 8 has local storage built in. Well, that would make sense of why we couldn't find the stupid thing in the search. And we manually... So maybe if I just remove the NuGet package, it will work. Let's try. Let's see if this fails, because I'm doing session storage on this one. No, local storage. I'm testing the local storage. And then if that fails, we'll remove the NuGet package and see if it's built in. So I don't know. You install two new NuGet packages. One is blazor.dev server and one is blazor.http client. I didn't install those packages. That's a Babar from YouTube. I didn't install the... Do I need those in packages? I don't think I need those packages. Yeah, this doesn't look good. I think I'm going to crash again. It's taking way too long. I think I'm going to remove the NuGet package and see... Now, see, I did it. Yeah, same thing with local storage. So, let's do this. Let's remove that NuGet package and see if it's built in. Let's edit our project file. And actually, let me comment it out. Let's get rid of that. I don't think I have to do anything here. Like language version, .NET Core 3. Like, this is all good. Okay, let's build and see where my breaks are. Let's see what happens with the storage here. K-Dog. He just... Okay. Here we go. Carl just provided a link for local storage. Install package blazor.localStorage. So this... Okay, okay. So we know if you're trying to follow these docs for local storage, don't. This state management topic is out of date. Completely wrong. Does not work. So what we're going to do is we're going to right click, because thank you, Mr. Shiflett. Thank you very much. We're going to... Where's that? Right here. Blazor.localStorage. Let's copy that. And let's see if it shows up. And it did! Look at that! Oh! Look at this. Mr. Chris Sainty. I've seen that name plenty of times in the Blazor space. This guy is a Blazor guru. Let's use his storage. Good find, Carl. Good find. Yeah, let's add those. Yep, I accept everything. I didn't read it, but you know what? I accept it. You know how many firstborns I've probably signed over? I'll probably split my soul into like 400 different hole cruxes by now by signing that stuff I don't read. Okay. So I know now that this is not going to be a thing. Right? We can't do this. Let's comment that out. Let's go to our counter service, because this is just a non-starter altogether. Oh, don't want to delete all that. Yeah, I do. I do want to delete all that. I got to remember what code I put in here. We'll delete that. And we'll delete this. And that. So protected storage was a failure. An utter failure. Okay. Now, let's see what we have to do for this to work. So we'll need to add that. Add Blazor local storage. So let's go back to our startup. And we're going to replace add protected browser storage to add Blazor local storage. And we'll need a using statement, I'm sure. Okay, got that. Save. Next. How do we use it? Inject. Oh, I love it. I just copy and paste. So let's do that. Paste. SMAB UK. I'm currently using for auth. Oh, sweet. Okay, how come that didn't copy? Copy. I don't want to hand type that. Paste. Come on. Oh, there we go. And I'm going to name this, I'm just going to name it storage. So I can just do this. Okay. So, is the API the same? Oh, get item. Get item async. So we need to say storage get item async type key. Okay. So let's say get item. You know what? That pasting isn't working. Now here, is there an overload for default value? No, there's not. But you know what? We should add a feature request for that. Okay, so let's just run this and see what happens. Let's see if we get an exception. Like, does it have to be set first? Does it not have to be set first? Kung Fury Keyboard. Oh, keyboard. I hate how the Twitch notification like will wrap long usernames, and so you'll miss that second part. Kung Fury Keyboard. That's an awesome username. Welcome to the stream. We were just waiting for this Blazor app to start up. And hopefully, it doesn't crash this time. We will see. We shall see. A little worried. No, I'm not worried. This is Chris's work. He knows what he's doing. And this is going to work. I have complete faith in him. Complete 100% faith. Come on. Does it take this long for you guys? I swear. Maybe it's not going to work. Every time it takes this long, it doesn't work. It didn't work. JavaScript interrupt calls cannot be issued at this time. It is because the component is being pre-rendered and the page is not yet loaded in the browser, so it is currently disconnected. Components must wrap. Okay. Let's read his docs one more time. I did something wrong. No, that's... We did exactly this. Heck, you know what? I'm just going to freaking copy and paste exactly what's here. Oh, wait. Oh, wait a minute. I had to scroll down some more. Blazor server Due to pre-rendering, you can't perform JS interrupt until the on after. Ah! I'm sorry I ever doubted you, Chris. I'm so sorry. I apologize. So let's move this down there. Yes, Smab UK. Yes, I just found it. I am sorry I ever doubted you, my friend. So let's just do this, and for fun, I'm gonna add an H3 tag, and we'll say a name is, and we'll do the at. Oh wait, I need a quick property. We'll do this at name. Wait, I think they made a change to that. I don't think that's gonna work now. I think this has to be public now. Yes, Carl. RTFM. You are absolutely correct. I think in preview 8, didn't they make it to where everything had to be like public now? You can't do the private approach. Okay, so let's try this. I'm going to try it as it is. I'm going to comment that out. And let's run Chris's sample code. And oh crap. Oh crap. Maybe I bought myself some time. I fixed it. Did I fix it in time though? I just capitalized it. Does everyone know what RTFM stands for? Read the effing manual. Smab UK, parameters have to be public. Yeah, that's what I thought. I remember reading those release notes, and I thought I saw that parameters have to be public now, because earlier they didn't have to be public, and my mind was blown. I'm like, holy cow, I can bind to private stuff? But yeah, it makes more sense. Like, hey, it's private. You should be exposed, right? So this aligns more closely to my expectations. Okay, so now, Carl, read the free manual. There you go. That's the family-friendly version. Okay. Come on. I'm feeling good about this. I'm feeling good about this one. This one should work. Come on. Crossing my fingers. Tim Blazor. Nope. No, don't say that. Don't say nope. Don't say nope. Yes! Oh. Well, it didn't crash. But there's no name there. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, you know what? Alexandre, hey, welcome. Thanks for joining. Thanks for joining from YouTube. You know what I think we have to do? It has crash underneath. Ah. Hold on. I think we have to say no, it's oh, what is it? Like update. That's not it. State something. State has changed. That's it. Oh, yep, Jobu, state has changed. That's exactly what I was looking for. Let's try that. Because if it's on after rendered, right? That's after everything's rendered. That means we have to notify the UI that, hey, we've had state changed after it's been rendered. I'm curious if that mentions anything in here. No, it doesn't mention that. Okay. Please work. So, okay, dog, try running without debug. You know what? You're right. I need to, what, Shift F5 that next time? So, if anything, this has kind of proven that state management in Blazor is not even close to being ready. It's actually pretty painful. I wonder what people are using who are writing those production apps now. Like, they're actually writing apps. What are they using? Did they roll their own? They had to roll their own because what Microsoft provided did not work. Chris's seems to work, kind of. I mean, I might not fully understand the life cycle of a page yet. So maybe maybe that name not being updated is supposed to work that way. Or if it's actually crashing underneath, or I don't know. Yeah, see, that didn't... Oh, no, it did work. My name is John... But there was that delay, right? That binding delay. That kind of sucks, actually. I kind of don't like that. You know, this is actually a pretty big complaint. If you ever write like a Xamarin Forms application, and sometimes you have a delayed binding, your view is there, all your empty fields, and then like a second later, data pops in. The end user is really kind of, the end user experience is kind of off. But it did work. Okay, I will give Chris that it worked. Yeah. User experience on that approach. Smab UK. Chris's version uses JS interrupt to talk to local storage. K-Dog, async is the delay. You think async is the delay? I'm not sure if async is the delay, honestly. But at least it worked. I mean, this Microsoft.hp.net core protected browser storage didn't work at all. Like, this was just a complete and utter failure. Data protection. Yeah, okay. The example... Oh, wait a minute. Look at this. If you scroll down more on the official documentation, the examples in this section only work if the server doesn't have pre-rendering enabled. With pre-rendering enabled, an error is generated similar to JavaScript error. Okay. Well, I don't think we have pre-rendering enabled, right? No, this wasn't our issue. Our issue is it was a JSON serialization stuff. But yes, I'm using server side, but I don't... What's the default? What's the default of Blazor? Is that... Local storage aren't available during pre-rendering. If the component attempts to interact with storage and errors... Okay. This is usually the best choice if the app makes heavy use of browser-based storage. Pre-rendering adds complexity and doesn't benefit. Okay. Open the pages file and remove the call to HTML render component async. Interesting. So, what do you guys think? Should we go back to trying to use this? That totally... Wow. Okay, so Chris's approach does work. It does work, but it has this, on after rendered async. So it has this little weird delay update, UI update. Let's see. So Carl thought it was because we're asyncing it. So let's not async it. Or... Oh, you have to async it. Right? I think we have to on him. On Chris's approach, I think we... Wait, where's... Oh, did I close it already? Okay, so yeah, you must use async there. Now I'm curious. I really want to get this to work. Okay, so let's comment that. I'm gonna go back. I want to go back. I want to get that to work. I really do. I want to have faith or trust in this. Yeah, so AGR says, just take out both calls to local storage and set the name directly and see what happens. Okay, let's do that first. Let's do that first. That's a good idea. So we just want to see what's causing the delay, right? Name equals test name. Oh, well, we probably need this in there too. Control F5, I believe, is go without debugging. Let's see if it's any faster. I'm not sure if it's any faster or not. Oh, it's still building. But I really want to get the Microsoft package to work. Smab UK, if you use the iSync storage service, you get the non-async versions. Ah, gotcha. Okay, let's see what the delay is. So yeah, that was kind of instant. But yes, as AGR pointed out, we're not doing apples to apples speed test. So maybe it's a combination of the async. You know what? Let's do this. I'm going to leave in this one. I'm going to leave Chris's approach in. And I'm going to leave that the way it is. And then I'm going to re-add the, I'm going to put this back in. Okay. I want to make sure. Yep, I still have that there. Then we need to go into our startup. And we need to add back services dot. Whoops. Add protected. Okay. Okay, so I want to get this to work. I really, 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 really do. So I'm going to try it again. Yeah. Thanks, AGR, for that. I just forgot to add that back. Okay. So let's go back to our instructions here. Okay, so we need to disable this. To disable pre-rendering, open up the host, remove the call to HTML render component async. Okay. So open up our host here. And get rid of this. Okay. Did that. Open up the startup file and replace Map Blazor Hub with Map Blazor Hub app. Okay. So where's our startup? So where's our Map Blazor Hub? Okay. Got that. So pre-rendering. Oh, whoa. Wait. App is the type of the root. App is a CSS select. Okay. So pre-rendering might be useful for other pages that don't use local storage or session storage. To keep pre-rendering enabled, defer the loading option operating until the browser is connected to circuit. Okay. Ranjit, welcome. Welcome from YouTube. Please make video on Prism 7. Actually, next week I will start a Prism 7 series, if you will, on my stream. Okay, so it looks like with some work, you can do it. Because that's a lot of work. Because you might want pre-rendering, right? Okay, let's just go with this. Let's just see what happens with this, with just this. Okay, now let's go back to our counter razor. I'm going to bring this back. It's not storage. I'm going to call this MS storage. And so I need to inject Microsoft. What? They need to fix that. Microsoft. .asp.NET Core. .protected browser storage. And we want to do protected local. No, session. I want session. Come on. Okay. I think we got it. And then this is going to be get async and count. Okay. Let's just see what happens now. Oh wait, I'm gonna control F5. Spab UK, haven't you written Prism 8 yet? Pff, so slow. Yeah, I know, right? Jeez, I wish I had time for that. I do have a day job, people. No, you know, Prism's come a long way. It's pretty stable. There's not much more I need to do to it. Smab UK, you're not setting it anywhere. That's what I'm testing. I'm testing if I have to set it. Like, what happens if I don't set it? Okay, so I actually have nothing. I have, like, my whole app is blank. It's completely busted now. You see that? Okay, so that did not work at all. Not in the least bit. AGR, I was going to say, iDialog service was an awesome addition, but now I think it's sit and mature. Yes, I need to wait for it to mature a little bit. Okay, so what? You know what? You're right. I should have looked at the console log. Let's do this again. Let's see how much red we have. Hello, F12. F12. Oh, come on. Where's my tools? Hey, where's my tools? F12, F12, hey. Okay, it's totally not working. I can't bring up my tools. Okay, I gotta do this. I am now... I'm gonna bring up Chrome. And we'll try it this way. F12. There we go. All right, so there's an unhandled exception. All right, so that didn't work. So maybe, okay, let's try setting it now. Maybe it didn't work because, so we'll MS storage dot set async int. Oh wait, I don't need to do that. Sorry. I just need the key, which is I'm gonna call it count 0. Okay. Actually, count 100. I want to make sure it works. So now we set it. Then we get it. Let's see what happens. Oh, I hit F5. Oh my gosh. I meant to hit Control F5 because that was faster, actually. Come on, work. Hopefully, you'll see my pain and learn what not to do. Yeah, it's the debug that's super slow. I need to Control F5 it. Okay, it failed to load resource. The server responded with a 404. Yeah, so I think the whole like modifying this totally didn't work at all. And changing the startup to that did not help us at all. Yeah. Okay, so if we keep pre-rendering enabled, we might just take the same approach and go in on after rendered async. You missed the JS it's supposed to provide. I don't think I am. Hold on, let me go back up here. URL, yep, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, this? Where's my host? Right there. Oh, I can close that. No, it's right there, see? I got it. Smab UK. Stream stopped for me. Man, I'm having problems with the stream today. What about on YouTube? Is it going on YouTube? Anybody on YouTube watching? Twitch is saying they're having issues. And I added that. I have the prereqs in here. This is not working at all. So let's undo this. Let's undo that. I'm going to change this back. Okay. So let's go back to counter razor, and then I'm going to take this. I'm going to move it into here. I just want to see this work. That's all I want to do. Just work. We'll comment that out. Control F5. At least Chris's version works. Yeah, Carl said the stream stopped for him too. I don't see anyone on YouTube complaining, so looks like a Twitch thing. Okay. Yeah, so nothing there at all. Actually, I'm completely busted. .404. Not in connected state. Okay. This is not going well. Handle pre-rendering. Let's just do what they're doing here. Let's just do this. I'm gonna copy exactly what they have. Right? Got that. And this is override initialized async. Well, I'm gonna copy that. Okay. And then I'm gonna copy all this. Just copy, copy, copy. And let me comment this out. And then I know this is called MS Store. Whoops. Okay. So, component context. How come I don't have a component context available to me? Yeah, I'm going to move this out. So I'm getting a build error on component context. Component context. Yeah, so SmabUK says he's writing a client-side hosted model, so he's not having the same problems as I am. Why do I not have a component context? Oh! I probably have to add a using statement up here. Is it Microsoft? .ASP.NET Core. I'm not quite sure. Microsoft components. Okay, .components. Let's see if that will fix that. No, it does not fix that at all. Okay, we need to Google this. Because, oh! That's what it is. It's not a static. We will get rid of that. There. It's a service. Come on, Brian, focus. Pay attention to what you're reading. Okay. Get. Set. Increment count. Pre-rendered. Okay, but I don't have a pre-render, so let me... Let's do this. Let's see what happens. Okay. Yeah. That's not working. Like, that just does not work. It breaks everything, actually. I can't navigate anywhere. Look at that. I'm completely busted now. Completely broken. So let's do this. What is up, man? Okay, so this is one part of Blazor that honestly kind of sucks right now. Oh, I did it again. Where's my stop? Oh, build. Yeah. So I'm not using any code. So, okay, so now, now I'm not broken anymore. I can navigate around. Actually, I am broken. Look at that. I'm totally broken. Jabba 185, you should update your VS. Oh my god. I'm so scared to do this. Desperate times calls for desperate measures. We're gonna try this. Okay. We're gonna try this. I'm gonna let this update. We'll see how long it will take for that to update. Oh no, okay, my installer's coming up over here. Yeah, getting rid of that red dot would make me happy. Okay, oh great, I had to update my installer too. They can't just update, you know, Visual Studio, they have to update the installer as well. It's going pretty quick though. We'll see what happens there. Oh yeah, that's going real fast. Visual Studio installer, fetching your files. Oh, that only took like 3 seconds. Now we're installing. Okay, we're installing now. At least the download was fast. Yeah, so on a separate note, I'm making really good progress on my backyard project. I got all my retaining walls in. I'm digging for the fire pit now. I'm hoping to have my outdoor kitchen countertop in by Thursday. Yeah, it's coming along. It's coming along nicely. I can't wait to enjoy it. Unfortunately, I'm not sure if it's going to be done in time before it gets super cold. I hope not. I think it will. I think it will. I think it'll finish in 4 weeks. So, okay. Getting things... Wait, was that just the installer that installed? Oh, that was just the installer. I was like, man, that was fast. Carl. Pictures! Yeah, hey, I do have pictures. Ranjit. Why do we need Blazor? It's always recommended that you should have minimum Blazor code. Correct me if I'm wrong. Why do we need Blazor? I think Blazor is going to help .NET developers write web-based applications. It's kind of like Silverlight did. Silverlight was huge. Huge. Adoption for it was so fast. It went through the roof because it was a great technology. It was easy to write enterprise applications in a short amount of time. And you could even like share code across WPF and Silverlight and write the same app for desktop and web. It was awesome. It ran on Mac, out of browser. It was amazing. And of course, the whole plugin model died. And now I think this is a good... Oh, it's okay. It's done. But I think Blazor is a good iteration on that. It's going to help people like me. I've been a desktop dev forever. It's going to help people like me actually be able to write and be productive in the web using the same skills I already have, which is .NET C#, right? I reuse all of my code. Like if it's .NET Standard, it's just going to work. My development patterns that I'm used to, it just works, right? So I think Blazor actually has a ton of great stuff going for it, except for local storage. Except for state management. Silverlight was amazing at state management because you were in your own little sandbox in the client. But yeah. Okay, so we've updated. Let me just wait for Visual Studio to come back to me. Oh, Lord, please. Okay, are we good? But yeah, I think Blazor's definitely going to target that .NET group of developers to start writing web apps. I mean, let's be... What? What? No, I just installed. Like, what is this? What is this? I got another one? No, I'm on... What? Okay, we gotta do this again. Looks like 5 more minutes. But yeah, SmabUK is saying the biggest thing that isn't even necessarily Blazor, it's WebAssembly. Yeah, what a lot of people don't realize is Microsoft took the entire Mono platform and put it in WebAssembly. All of Mono is on the web. It's quite amazing. Like when you do a client-side Blazor app, that is Mono pulling down. Why is it so slow? Well, on my machine, it's ridiculously slow just to run. I think it's just because I have a really slow computer. And I'm streaming. And I have a lot of things going on. I got this camera using processing. Like, I'm getting a new machine that will helpfully alleviate my speed issues. However, there is a performance problem in Blazor in general. And you know, you don't need to watch this. The problem is Blazor does not provide you the ability to have direct manipulation of the DOM. Okay? So, for example, Infragistics was looking at building native Blazor components, like a grid. We started with a grid. And what we found is Blazor performance sucks. Bad. And the reason is you have to go through JS interop if you want to manipulate the DOM. So if you imagine a grid and you have like 100,000 records in it, you're trying to scroll, right? It's horrible. It's horrendous. JS interop is very chatty. So you have to kind of get smart with how you like batch your calls to the client. So until they provide that ability, what we're going to do to get around that is we're actually going to take web components, right? We're going to wrap them in a Blazor API. And so that's going to give us the performance we need. And all we have to do is be responsible for, what's the word I'm looking for? Marshalling your data from C# to JavaScript, right? And back. Because marshalling that data is a lot faster than trying to update the UI from Blazor through JS interop. Much faster. So that's the approach we're going to take. However, I think Blazor will eventually... Oh. Looks like you're there's been a window up here this whole time. Looks like you're installing or modifying another product right now. Please wait. I'm not doing anything right now. I'm not doing anything. I'm just letting Visual Studio. SmabUK. That's the same approach other vendors have taken. I think all but Telerik. I think Telerik is claiming native Blazor components. Now that could just be a marketing thing. Or is that DevExpress? Who is that? You know what? Let's do some vendor competition research. Because I'm curious too. Okay, so for example, let's look at Telerik. Oh, sorry, Progress. My bad. Sorry. So let's go to their website. Let's check out their Blazor stuff. I want to see what they're saying. What is this? No, oh, here we go. Blazor, right here. UI for Blazor. Let's check this out. What are they saying? Blazor gives you, yep. Built from the ground up. Okay, so they're not necessarily saying native Blazor components. Oh, no, they are. They are, right here. Native UI. Well, if they're trying to manipulate the DOM through JS interop with native UI, these components are slow as hell. I'd stay 1,000 miles away from these. Now, if they're not trying to manipulate the DOM directly through Blazor, through JS interop, then this is just marketing mumbo jumbo. Sync Fusion is definitely wrapping. What about, I think, DevExpress? They have a proof of concept out. Let's check them out. I don't think they're native. I think they're wrapping Because if you care about performance, that's what you're going to do until you can get direct manipulation of the DOM. So let's see, they have Blazor right here. Let's see what they say. Okay, UI ships with, yep, okay. Server side, client side. Preview free of charge, okay. Yeah, so I'm not saying any words or verbiage of native, ground up. So they're probably wrapping too, most likely. Yeah. So these would probably be a safe bet for performance. Look at the demos for Telerik. I'd post a link, but I imagine they're blocked. So Ranjit, I have a question. Is it alternative to JavaScript? If yes, then JavaScript has a number of things like jQuery and jQuery UI, and it's easy to use. What about Blazor? Okay, so I wouldn't say it's alternative to JavaScript. How would I put this? I would say, because you can use JavaScript in a Blazor application. Like, you could use JavaScript. It's not a big deal. However, if you're a .NET developer, C# is an object-oriented, strongly typed language. Okay? It has a compiler behind it. JavaScript is a scripting language, right? It's not a programming language. It's a scripting language. And it's, in my opinion, a very ugly scripting language. And I've always hated JavaScript, all the way when Netscape had it. C# is much easier to use. Much easier to use. Everything about it. Development patterns, testability, extensibility. I mean, every time I have to touch or even look at a JavaScript application, I throw up in my mouth a little bit. The code is so hard to read. It's just like the Wild West of do what the hell you want, using whatever syntax you want, right? Hold on. Let me get back to Telerik, because we wanted to check out their demo. Oh wait, where am I at on my Visual Studio? Oh, okay. I'm 60% done updating to the next preview. So let's check out their demos here, because AGR says their demos don't seem bad. Well, let's just see how much data they have in their grids here. Yeah, it doesn't seem bad because it looks like they have 3 columns with like maybe 30 rows of data. Maybe. I need to see 50 columns with 100,000 records. That's my customer base right there. Right? Let's you can always get around it with paging, right? So if you can't hit the performance with scrolling, this is what component vendors will do. They'll say use paging because we can't get you the performance you need. So they'll page through hundreds of thousands of records. But you see all these records here, they have, looks like 100. Why didn't they put that 100 here? I'm curious. I don't see anything about high performance observable data. Let's check out this. Okay, this has even less. Templates. Yeah, all their demos have like no record. This is no data, like 0 data. This is smaller than an email I would write. The only one that has even a little bit of data is their paging, their filter row sample. But even then, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, they're 5 columns. Give me a break. Yes, so Sync Fusion has a demo with 1 million records. That's what I'm talking about right there. And they are wrapping their web components. That's what we're going to do. Infragistis is going to do that. Because that's the only way you can get performance in Blazor. A lot of the performance you're going to see when people say, oh yeah, no, the performance is good. Well, a lot of those samples that you see are just very basic forms over data, and it works great. Forms over data, some simple master detail stuff, right? Very simple. But throw some real data in it. Ranjit, 11 p.m. in India. Going to bed. Yes, thank you for joining. Get some sleep. Please get some rest. Have a great day tomorrow. Thanks for joining. Okay. This is still taking a while to update. Here, let me just give you a... I thought I was at 60%, but then it dropped down, and now I'm at 49. Don't you guys just love updating Visual Studio? Well, I don't want to waste your guys' time sitting here watching Visual Studio update. So I'm just going to call it a day. I'm going to chalk today up to a big fat semi-failure. And I'll say that because Chris Sainty's approach, his Blazor worked. His plugin worked. We actually got data to work. Right? So SmabUK, I'm mostly vendor agnostic, but Syncfusion has a nice single developer free license. Yes. Yep, they do have a free license for single developers, and that's awesome for single developers. Go for it. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. Totally makes sense. My company, Infragistic, we will not most likely have a free developer license. No. For one, I like to get paid so I can support my family. Yeah. Free is not a very good business model for us. However, having said that, we will most likely have a free preview, obviously, because we're really close. We're extremely close to launching our Blazor components, I'm hoping, within the next month or so. And then everyone will have free access to those until we make it a product. And even then, I'm trying to convince my boss to say, hey, let's give everyone who signs up or downloads the initial preview a free license for life. As a thank you for trying it, providing feedback, and all that great stuff, right? So cross your fingers. I'm really hoping for that. However, today, state management, I failed. I couldn't get it to work. I followed their directions. Where did I close my browser? Did I close my browser? Nope, right here. Let's go back here. I followed all the directions and I couldn't get it to work. So yeah, I failed. But hey, that's what you get with preview technology, right? It could be something I'm doing. It could be some kind of incompatibility here. I don't know. I do not know what the issue is. But I couldn't get to work. Hopefully you can. If you can get this to work, please let me know. Please let me know. I would really like to know if you got this to work. SmabUK, you managed one state. Yes, I managed one state with Chris Sainty's plugin, or Blazor.store. What was it called? I'll have to look it up again. Hold on. I want to make sure everyone knows what did work. Yeah, okay. Get that on my way. What did work? Oh, I can't change my thing. I can't change. I think it was Blazor.protected storage or something like that. That did work. So if you're going to be playing around with this, at least use Chris Sainty's for the meantime, because... Oh, SmabUK. Thank you very much. We want to give Chris a shout out that he deserves. I'm sure a lot of work went into this. It's Blazor local storage. So github.com/Blazor/local storage. This is what you want to use right now because it actually works. Totally works. So the Microsoft version did not work. So maybe by the time Blazor is RTM'd, it will work. But as of today, it doesn't work. So that's okay. We live and we learn. So next week, I am going to start a Prism application using the latest release of Prism 7.2 for WPF. We will be writing Outlook. So we're going to have multiple regions. We're going to have scoped regions with dialogues. We're going to have ribbons and Outlook groups. We're going to have dependent views trying to load. We're going to have services. We're going to have custom region behaviors. We're going to use just about every single feature Prism for WPF has. We're either going to customize it, extend it, break it. I don't know. We might find some bugs. So definitely going to do that. Next Tuesday, we're going to start that effort with file new. And actually, it's been a while since I've actually written a full-blown WPF app. So it'd be good to get the cobwebs off, kind of loosen up my thinking skills. Excuse me. Coming from desktop, I've been in web a lot lately, like a lot. So you know how it is, man. If you're out of it, you're not staying sharp, you're not honing those skills. So I might be a little rusty, so it's good to get back into it and show you guys all that advanced stuff that you normally have to watch my Pluralsight course for. Right? You can still watch those if you want. I go in more detail, but yeah. So it's taken Outlook over a decade to deliver that. Yeah, well, we'll do it in just a couple sessions. I'm not going to worry too much about styling or anything like that. Just mainly the main functionality, hooking things up, getting things to work, modules, right? Making sure, like, if I click on an inbox, I load my inbox items, and then my ribbon, if I click like a new email, a dialog pops up, hit save, it shows up in the list, or if I double click, it opens up and I can edit, just all that functionality that you would expect in Outlook, we're going to do in Prism for WPF and solve all those weird problems that you probably have in your apps. Like if you're writing desktop apps, you're going to have those problems. And they're very common. And I normally don't share these secrets, but I'm going to. I'm going to share all my Prism secrets. All these little code snippets I keep to myself, I'm going to show everyone. For example, scoped region navigation inside of a multi-shell application, right? Yeah. Ribbon dependent views. Sharing the same data context from a ribbon in this region to any view that's in this region, right? Dependent views. Loading one view and then having a view dependent on that view and loading another view in a different region that depends on that and then connecting back and forth. Like all that complex stuff, all my trade secrets, I'm going to share those. AGR, I love the ribbon dependent views. That was a useful course. Thank you for watching that course. We're going to use those same tactics throughout the course of writing the Outlook application with Prism. So I will actually be stealing code from those because I don't want to handwrite all that stuff. That took a long time. That's years and years and years of experience. And I don't want to have to recreate that. So I'll just copy and paste it and we'll talk about it. But I'm going to give you the rest of your day back. Thank you for joining me on this failure of a stream. But hey, we tried, right? Maybe we will try again when Blazor fixes this thing or makes another approach to state management. AGR, any new ones up from last year? He's watched them all. I haven't done any new Pluralsight courses for a couple of reasons. Chilixathor, thank you. Thank you for joining. I appreciate it. I hope to see you again next week. But yeah, AGR, I haven't done any more Pluralsight courses, though. I'm thinking about it. They just take so much time. And with my day job and my community efforts, my community activities and my family, it's just so much work. It's exhausting. It'd probably take me 10 weeks recording just about every day and editing and planning all the content to do a course. And that's every night after I do all my day job activities. So it's a lot of work. And yeah, they don't really pay great. And it's mainly because of my topic, right? So Prism is a very niche topic. So it doesn't get like a ton of views that like a C# intro course would, or like a Angular course would, right? So it's very, very niche. So I don't get a ton. And also, to be honest with everyone, I kind of really don't like what Pluralsight's doing nowadays. So I've been a Pluralsight author since 2009. I started with my first course in 2009, and I got published in 2010. It was a way different company back then. Nowadays, I really don't feel like they care about their authors at all, like in the least bit. They've changed so much. And coming from an author, I don't know if I want to do courses for them anymore because they don't care. Like, we are their business model, right? They've recently cut royalties by like 15%. Like, so if, let's say you got, I don't know, 30% royalty, which is really high. No one really gets that. You would only get 15 now. Like, it's crazy. They've really just, they need to stop buying other companies and start paying their freaking authors is what they need to do. But yeah, not really happy with them. So I don't know if I'm gonna do any more courses for those guys. It's one of those things. I don't know. It could just be me, right? The jaded author. Maybe I just feel some type of way for some whatever reason. It could just be me. That's just one guy's opinion. Smab UK says he's heard that from a few creators. I've heard it from other creators too, but I'm not going to name drop or anything like that. I can only represent how I feel about Pluralsight, and it's not positive. From an author perspective, trust me, they got courses on there that I watch, right? I watch all of Deborah's courses. Deborah Corrada, I watch her courses on Angular. She does amazing work. You know, I watch there's a lot of good content on there. But from an author perspective, I'm not really feeling them anymore. So, but hey, that's to your guys' benefit, because I'm just going to put all my content here and on my YouTube channel. Sure, I won't get paid for it, but yeah, I got to spread the knowledge somehow, right? So, all right, guys. Thank you so much for joining me today. It is actually my lunchtime. My stomach is growling. I don't know if you can hear that through the mic, but I'm starving. So, thanks for joining me. Unfortunately, we couldn't get state management to work. We'll try again some other time. Next time, Prism, thank you so much, and I will see everyone next week, same time, same place. Have a great day. See ya.